Hello everyone and welcome to my first video. Today I'm going to show you if this car does not start. It's suspected of a dead fuel pump, the relay clicks, and that's about it. So before I delve too far into underneath the car, I just want to make sure the car will start in the first place. I mean, I've not attempted to start the car before. This is the first time I've been under the bonnet of this car personally for trying to attempt it, as it's not long been here. So the first thing first, is the 3 nuts and bolts on this car that need to be taken off in order to get the air filter off. So I want to take this first one off here. They're going to be 10mm, all these bolts will be 10mm, there's only 3 of them. There's one there, one at the back down here. And this air filter, as you see, has seen better days, there's no doubt about that. Oh, there's the hardest one at the back here. That one. And then there should be one more, if I can see it on camera still, just here. It's always hard packing them off when they've not been off like these for a while. As you see, might not be actually just off camera, but I've got the battery on charge. It's not been driven for 3 years, this car. Roughly 3 years. So let's see if we can get this nut off. It's still a bit too tight. Oh. No, it's still a bit too tight. I can turn it, but it's very hard by hand. I am actually looking, and it's just ridiculously hard to actually get it off. I probably should take the extension off, really. Take the extension off. It's only a small bit doing this job. You don't need, you don't need anything big, really. And due to the aircon pipes on this car, you can't use normal. Actually, you have to use the extension on it. But the extension hits on the suspension strut tunnel, whatever you want to call it. It's a long, repetitive job doing this. Okay, I've got a few of these guys. This isn't the only one I have. But where the other one don't have, well, one of them doesn't have aircon, taking this air filter off is a much easier job. Now, it should, hopefully, unplug this first. Now you've got to turn it and then pull it out. And that's for the air filter, the air sensor. And it should, hopefully, if I, like that, pop off. And this, I'm not too sure, I've not taken one of these air filters off fully before. And I'm imagining it shouldn't just pop off. There we go. Got it. Got it. There we go. Very dirty underneath here. Right, that's off. And very filthy. This car's not been underneath it's not been seen for a long while, and it will need tidying up underneath here. It's very dirty. I'm not sure what I tend to decide with this car, whether to keep it personally or to kill it on. But one thing before I can even decide what I want to do with that, this car needs to repair it first. That is the main problem. It needs to be repaired first. You can't kill a car which doesn't start. That is not in the right place. That coil cover. I'm going to put that back on the coil to protect it. That's better. Don't know why that was off. But I'm actually going to pause the video here while I wash my hands, and I'm going to go into the next step. I'm going to need to start the car, and I don't want to start it with dirty hands. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put this fuel right here. So this is fuel, and this is petrol magnetic on the top, but it is fuel. with oil. Pour not too much down here. About now, you don't do too much, choke the engine up. You're not meant to put fuel down there, so don't copy me. I will not take responsibility if your car catches fire, which it could do doing this. Potentially. So, I shall zoom you back out again now. Wrong way. I'll disconnect the battery charger. Well, I'm trying to fire the charger. Hopefully this will start the car. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this actually starts. 3, 2, 1. Check this out of gear first. That's the main thing. Nearly. It started just. It fired, kind of. Put a bit more fuel on it. See if that helps. Like I said, this is not the method to actually use, but it helps to diagnose the car actually start in the first place. Now when it's running, obviously when you've got a bit of oil in it, it will smoke quite a bit. Okay, let's try it again. I know, just sunroof isn't closed properly. Let's try it again. Right, I've asked my assistant to try starting the car for me. Well, I'll come on camera and push the throttle. When you're ready, can you turn the key? It's running. It runs. As I said, it will be smoky. It will be smoky. But it does run. Do you want one more time for us? Thank you. When you're ready, all the way off. No, it's run out of fuel, it's fine, it's run out of fuel. But it goes to show the car will start. So if you do buy a car and the fuel pump doesn't work, that is the one way to start the car and to actually make sure the engine does work and fire up, which in this case it does luckily. So that means the fuel pump is actually faulty, which you do have a replacement for, which now means I need to replace the fuel pump, which won't be too hard of a job, and that'll be the next thing I'll do. And hopefully when I come back to you in a minute or two, I will have the car positioned and ready to put the new fuel pump on. So I'll see you in a minute. Well, okay, we're back. I have moved the car, it's running now. Okay, the car is running now, which is good. It is running a bit lumpy. I did cheat. I did have the car had the car running for a while now. I probably should have shown it on a video, but actually I didn't think about it at the time. So the fuel pump's been done. The next thing on, and it's running a bit lumpy now, and that's the only issue. It's not been running for a while, so I've still got to run all the old fuel out of the system. The fuel was in the car for about 3 years, can't break on yet, for about 3 years. So when I start the engine, now you're going to see it, how it's running a bit lumpy. So I'm going to start the car. Now, as you can see, it's a bit loud, it's short, but that's fine. And you might not be able to see it very well on the camera from that angle. So if I move it from that angle, yeah, you can't see it very well on the camera. tell you for sure that on the camera or in real life the engine is rocking quite a lot. I'm actually going to a different car here. Oh, she's got to get some gloss out. I don't want to get my hands covered in engine grease. Don't want that. Put my glove on. I don't want to get my camera covered in grease and stuff when I touch the buttons on it. It's not very clean under it. Yeah. Now, apparently it's been wired up permanently. Apparently it's overheating. But you can't see that very well on camera. Around a bit more still. No. The camera did actually a good job of stabilising it. At least post actually watching it on the computer, I can't actually see anything on here but the engine. I don't know if you can see that very well. No, you can't see it very well. But the engine, the mount that you're replacing on it. Out, right. But the previous owner had the fan wired up permanently, but apparently it overheated. Well, I don't think it's an issue. Apparently it's an issue with the fan, which I don't think it is. I think it's more of an issue. It might be the thermostat in there. It's not opening, which I think is going to be the issue. But that hose is warm. I don't know about this one. That's cold, warm. There's an awful knocking on there, so I'm not sure what that is. Okay. I'm going to turn the fan on a minute and see if it's blowing out the hot air. Because if it is a water pump issue, there'll be no hot air blowing out when you think. After all, I'm still getting hot air in a minute, so I'm full. I'm trying to cover the mic so it doesn't get blown about with all the wind. Now, we're starting to lose hot air, but then this engine's not been running for long. So I'm going to leave that for a minute, let the engine warm up and see what happens after. Give them speed up a bit. I've had a got all the alarm connected. Yeah. Oh, what a body. It's running quite nicely now on this engine, but it does need new engine mount. You can't see it moving as much as I can from what the camera's looking at. In person this is really rocking about, this engine. I don't know if I can hold it down. No, I can't. Oh, got it. Don't do that, I've not screwed it down yet. That's not screwed down. But yeah, you can see the fuel pump has been changed. And it's running fine. I'm going to go and check on the back, because apparently the head may have gone on this car. Possibly. And I think they could be right. Yeah, it's quite bad back here. Oh no, not too bad, but like the car's not been run for a while, so I just want to see what happens. Let the car air out a bit. Get used to running again. Like I said, it's not run for a very long while. So we should have to see what happens. We should have to see what happens first. So the car is now about 60 degrees. And the car does have a few issues which won't be not too hard to repair. One of them is the rear windows don't work, which, if that's what I'm thinking, I've done that job many times and it will not be hard at all to repair. Now, I'm not sure if that's part of the MOT or not in the UK. I think it might be. I think the windows have to work as an emergency escape. I think. I'm not too sure. I mean, like if you go into like water, for example, like a river, lake, whatever. I think they need to work. I'm not too sure. I'll double check on that. But obviously, I know the doors have to work. Obviously, you need to get in and out. But that's for sure, and the doors do work. So it's good. It's quite a quiet engine, really. I mean, apart from the shaking, it's not too bad. But I would like to know, in post-production, whether the camera actually pick up the shaking. Because you can see it a little bit on the camera now. You can see it a little bit on there, if you're looking at it now. And on the camera, at least, from what the screen on the back, from the camera, it doesn't look to be shaking that bad. It looks about average. But in reality, this engine is really shaking the car about quite a bit. And the engine is shaking a bit. Yeah, and the mounts are definitely worn. The mounts are definitely worn beyond repair. Right. I'll just turn the car back on in a minute. I should not back on a minute. I just want to check one thing. And I don't want to do the engine running. Now, if the head gasket is going, oh Jesus, there might be some white milky on there. No, and it's not. So the head gasket still might have gone, but it's not leaking in the usual area. What's that? Nothing on there, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Actually, I'm not even looking. But nothing wet on, nothing milky on there. Normally, when a head gasket's going, depending on what type of head gasket, you know, what problem it is, there will normally be some milky coloured, creamy substance on there. And it can be sometimes on the dipstick. You can get some on here. That looks clean. Level's a bit too low, but then I've not checked that actually. So this is the first time I've actually looked underneath here. But it's still above minimum. Actually get some. I've got some paper towel in here. I think I do. I know it's a bit too late really to check. Actually meant to do it before an engine started. And then all the oil's at the bottom of the sump. But I've not done that. I've not been bothered to do that. Okay, so this engine is knackered. It's not going to matter too much really. It's reasonably clean. I mean, it doesn't need an oil change, but it would benefit from one, like any car. That's been sitting for a while. But the oil in it in a minute will do temporarily. Just to make sure this engine is actually viable to be repaired. Alright, pull it out again, make sure. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. That'll do for testing purposes. Get rid of all these cobwebs and I'm pushing down into the crankcase. Right, now that's specking, I'll start the engine again and let it warm up. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably cut back to when the engine's warmed up. I think you want to sit here for about 10-20 minutes waiting for this engine warm. I mean, it starts really well. It starts brilliantly. But yeah, I'm going to cut back to you when the engine is warmed up. There's no point showing you all this. Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. And the engine's now running. Yeah, I am going to engage the fan. Get the engine cool, so I just re-engage the fan, hopefully. Right, keep the engine a bit cooler. Well, there's not been that much more to do really. Obviously, like I've shown you the pump working, and the engine fan running, car turned around. And turn it off now. It's not really going to do that much more now. So yeah, I'd like to thank you for watching. Obviously, it's not a hard thing to change the pump, but it's quite a long process to change the pump. Not the easiest job, but it saves you so good if you do it yourself. That's the main thing. So yeah, I'm going to leave this video here. Hope you enjoyed. It's been in 3 parts, so this is a totally different day, even different week from when I first started on this car. I'm showing you. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. See you later.